angels high in the sky.
Daddy left. I don't know why. Please take good care of him this cold Christmas Eve. Keep him warm, keep him safe. Bring him back home to me. Please, angels above.
I don't know how to pray, but if you're there, help me, help me. Is there anybody up there? Are you listening, angels? Ringing Is there anybody up there? Is there anybody listening to a word I say? The darkness is deafening, I can't find my way. The river is rumbling through the ice and the snow. The river keeps rumbling 10 feet below. Are you listening, angels? It's very dark, can't see the light. Can't face tomorrow and I can't face the night. Hear me please, I've lost my way. Are you listening, angels? Are you listening, angels? Are you listening? Are you listening, angels?
Well, of course we're listening. We're always listening. Aren't we angels? We're always listening. Can I get an amen?
Amen!
Amen.
Amen!
Amen.
Oh, what do people think we're doing up here in these clouds 24/7? Well, now, those pleas for help down in 1946 were different. It was a whole town. The whole town. Practically everyone this man knew. Praying for him. Now, what many of you figured out, this guy.
Guy was thinking of cashing in his chips, checking out early.
Permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Was he sick?
No, worse. He was discouraged.
Aww.
But you all know human beings. They can't always see the big picture. They get mired in the muck.
More often than not.
Now, I've heard a number of you grumble about people.
Never listened to us.
How can we be their guardian angels if they never listen to us?
Well, I'll tell it to you straight.
Preach it.
Crank the music!
Maybe you all sitting on clouds can't see the big picture either. Your guardian angel's second class. Second class! That can leave you with a chip on your wingless shoulder. Well, I know firsthand it's hard on self-esteem. Angel second class? No one's dream. Life in heaven's full of arrows and slings, 'cause eternally, you ain't got wings. Starting here, there, archangels fly, acrobats dancing in the sky. But you all hit the glass ceiling.
Hit the glass ceiling.
Stuck in your ranks.
Stuck in your rank.
No upward motion. Life is dank with no promotion. Singing all day, 24/7. Well, think it to yourself. So this is heaven?
Singing over the plains, only mountains reply. Singing drives you insane, 'cause all you ever wanted was to fly.
So listen, and I'll tell you my story. Used to sit over there, waiting for glory, till I got the opportunity to help George Bailey. Little George Bailey, been his guardian since his birth, watched him daily. Then one Christmas Eve, poor George had a fall, hit the wall. Wanted to end it all.
No.
Yes, thought he'd lost what he achieved. He believed he was trapped.
Trapped?
Snapped.
Poor chap.
Feeling weaker, a failure. Thought his life could not be bleaker, so I jumped in.
No.
Saved the day.
Yes?
And that's the day I became a motivational speaker.
Motivation is the key to opening the pearly gates. Bells ring, ding dong, ding dong, ding. Clarence got his wings.
Miracles abound.
Yes, they do.
Yes, I'm telling you true.
Telling you true.
Found all around.
Found all around.
Just a bolt from the blue.
Bolt from the blue.
Just a change in thought.
Change in thought.
That's all one needs.
All one needs.
To set the stage in motion for miraculous deeds.
Miraculous
So
deeds.
clap your hands, pay attention, do your part.
We'll do our part.
Softly whisper with a loving heart.
Loving
For
heart.
a change in thought, that's all one needs. Second angels rise and sing. Someday we'll fly high with your new wings.
Our new
So
wings.
clap your hands, pay attention, do your part.
We'll do our part.
Softly whisper with a loving heart.
Loving
For
heart.
a change in thought, that's all one needs. Second angels rise and sing. Someday you'll fly high with your new wings.
Someday we'll fly high.
With your new wings. So, how did George end up on that bridge?
Tell us, tell us, tell us.
Well, time forces me to tell you the story abridged. Can't go into the childhood details and beyond. Like when his brother Harry fell into a frozen pond. George saved his brother, but it cost him dear. He ended up losing the hearing in one ear. But to find out how his childhood was spent, Frank Capra's movie, you'll have to rent. Now, we'll start when George met Mary. By chance. That magical night he invited her to dance. Those who know the story won't soon forget how they both ended up getting wet. Now, we'll all watch and zoom from above. When George was walking Mary home, the night that George and Mary fell in love. Oh wait, that's not George. That's a neighbor looking up at the moon. When he hears a couple singing just a wee bit out of tune.
Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? Dog, just like a church choir.
Beautiful.
I thought I'd be bored to death tonight. Can you imagine? Now, you should have seen the commotion in that locker room. I had to knock down 3 people just to get this stuff.
You look as funny as you do.
I guess I'm not quite the football type, huh? You look wonderful. You know, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say you were the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
I don't know, maybe I won't say it. How old are you again, anyway?
18.
18? Well, it seems just last year you were 17.
Well, too young or too old?
No, just right. Your age fits you. I mean, you look a little bit older without your clothes on. I mean, without your dress on, you look a little bit older. I mean, younger.
Oh, look! The old Granville house.
Oh, that creepy old place. Hey, yeah, I remember we always used to try to throw rocks through the upper window when we were kids.
No, don't. I love that place. It's full of romance.
I'd like to live in it someday.
Live there? You see, you make a wish, you try to break some glass. You break some glass, you get your wish. Gonna throw this stone through the window over there. Gonna throw this stone, Yankees beware.
The New York Yankees.
The very same.
Hey, George Bailey, you're full of hot air.
Oh, full of hot air, huh?
I can throw it better than you.
Sure. Don't mean to brag, don't like to inflate.
Is that so?
I played a little baseball, let me give it to you straight.
Oh, yeah.
I was Bedford Falls Babe Ruth.
Really?
In my youth. Now listen closely. My technique I'll share with you. Number 1 in the books the pros use to. Always note the direction of the wind. Lose the curve if there's too much spin.
Bailey, your bubble's about to burst.
Oh, where are my manners? Ladies should throw first.
No, you go ahead. Not to be negative, not to grouse.
What?
Bet you can't even hit the house.
Oh, the house, golly gee. Even the house. Now my honor's at stake. Pay attention. Stand back, stay awake.
I'm awake. Did you make a wish?
Make one wish? I've got a boatload of them. I already have my ticket. Harry's taking my place at the building alone. I'm traveling tomorrow to wonderful, magical places. See the world on my own. Then off to college where I'll study architecture and design buildings. 70 stories high, buildings that touch the sky.
And it all depends on that stone.
This stone and my athletic prowess.
Well, you only get one wish.
All right. Oh boy.
Bailey just took one on the chin. Was it too much bragging or too much spin?
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't my fault. The stone's too big.
Sure.
Wasn't the aim. I zagged, the wind zigged.
Don't mean to brag, don't like to inflate. It's my civic duty to give it to you straight. So stand back, watch and learn.
I don't mean to cause you alarm. With a stone that big, you'll throw out your arm.
I'll hit that window, you can bat the farm, 'cause I throw with a secret charm. Angels, please don't let me miss. Guide this stone, grant my wish.
Say, that's pretty good. What'd you wish for, Mary?
Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon?
What did you wish for when you threw that rock?
Oh no.
Tell me.
If I tell you, it may not come true.
Do you want the moon, Mary? Or wear it like a spray of mistletoe? How your face would glow, and from your eyes the moonlight would flow to the tips of your toes. Do you want the moon?
I'll take the moon.
Then fetch me a strong bit of rope, and I'll lasso it down from the night.
What of the man in the moon? He may try to put up a fight.
Would you like a star, Mary? Just a little trinket you could wear.
Stardust in my hair,
Stardust sparkling everywhere.
If you pin it right here,
Would you like a star?
I'd like a star.
Then fetch me my Colt 45, and I'll plug you a real shooting star.
As long as you keep it alive,
It will burn bright, near and far. Tell me what you want, Mary. Do you want the sunset on a plate?
How would a sunset taste?
Like apricot flambe with a touch of eclair. Mademoiselle, a work of art. This dessert both sweet and tart. A sunset a la carte.
Go fetch me my butterfly net
To catch the last rays of the sun.
I want the moon, don't forget.
And the shooting star.
Just for fun, for I have faith in the summer sky.
Alas, so
that shows
the
us the moon on your very first try.
Do you know the moon, Mary, shines through your eyes?
Tell me, where is the star
that fell from the sky? Tell me, where is the star? Oh, look, the stars falling into your eyes.
Oh, for heaven's sakes! Aren't you two gonna kiss each other?
I'll kiss her. Just you wait, and I'll...
George! Come quick! Something terrible. Your father's had a stroke.
George never got to kiss Mary under that moonlit sky. He ran to be by his father's side, and as fate would have it, to say goodbye. Plans to leave town had to be postponed. Had to tie up loose ends at the Bailey Building and Loan.
Before you go, I'm sure the whole board would like to express their deepest condolences on the passing of Peter Bailey.
Thank you very much.
It was his faith and devotion that kept this organization alive.
I'll go further than that. I'll say that to the public, Peter Bailey was the Building and Loan.
That's a fine kettle of fish, since it was probably you who sent him to his grave.
When it came to doing business, Peter Bailey was naive, his liberal bleeding heart dripping down his sleeve. I don't mean any disrespect. God rest his soul, he's gone. But if you want to right this ship, a captain must be strong. It's a business, not a charity. It's not a welfare gain. A business is a business where profit and gain are one and the same. If you give handouts to everyone, they'll be lazy to the bone. Socialism, that's your bottom line at the Bailey Building and Loan.
The Bailey Building and Loan. Take this loan, for instance, to Bert Waters. You know that fella that sits around on his brains all day in his police car? Well, I know that the bank turned down this loan. Yet he comes here and we're building him a home worth thousands of dollars. Why?
I handled that loan, Mr. Potter. You have all the paperwork right there. His salary, his insurance. I can personally vouch for his character.
Oh, friend of yours?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's not business. It's charity, you fools!
If you give handouts to everyone, they'll be lazy to the bone. Socialism, that's your bottom line at the Bailey Building and Loan.
The Bailey Building and Loan.
For the past 25 years, since my father started this thing, I think about the opportunity, hope, and dignity he brought to the people you consider bums. If a captain wants to right his ship, he must have faith in his crew.
Worthless dribble! Charity!
How is it charity making loans? Investing in people to stand on their own. My father's legacy's clearly shown. You don't have to die in a slum alone. These hardworking folks should own their own home. Thanks to the Building and Loan. The Building and Loan.
Worthless dribble, these people.
lazy rabble,
Garlic eaters,
lazy to the bone.
Mr. Potter, you're
They don't deserve a loan.
They deserve a home to own. We don't give handouts to those who plead and moan.
Broker in emotions leaves you broke. You fail.
These hardworking folks deserve their own home, not left to die in a slum alone.
Fail like the building and loan.
They should own a home. Thanks to the Bailey Building and Home.
To my father, people were human beings, but to you, a frustrated, warped old man, they're cattle. Well, in my book, my father died a much richer man than you'll ever be.
Sentimental hogwash. Chairman, what about my motion?
Hey, you'll miss your train.
What's going on there anyway?
Oh, don't worry about it. They're putting us out of business. So what? I can get another job.
Great news, George. They've voted Potter down.
Hey, they finally come to their senses.
And the best part is that they have appointed you to take over your father's place.
No, but Billy here was supposed to take over.
Oh, well, you can hire whoever you want.
Okay, now let's get something straight. I'm leaving. I'm leaving right now. This is my last chance. Billy here can do the job.
But, George, they'd vote with Potter otherwise.
George didn't make that train either. He worked long hours. No time for a breather. 4 years came and 4 years went. Harry's off to college with his brother's consent. One caveat. When he graduates, Harry comes home and takes George's place at the building and loan. Remember now, George never wanted to settle down. For 4 years he longed to leave this town. The day Harry came home finally arrived. George's plans no longer put off nor denied. George finally... No! Enough narration! Let's go to the moment that George was waiting for Harry at Bedford Falls train station.
Whistle blows on the nose. Trains on time at 12:09. Barreling down the New York line. Platform Franklin almost here. Grounds are rolling. Train is near. Whoa, whoa. 12:09 will soon appear.
On my way, my tomorrow starts today.
Clear the track.
Harry's back.
Next week I'll be on that train, on my way to catch a plane.
Wave goodbye to all I've known. Harry's on the train back home.
So pop the cork.
First stop New York. Say goodbye to the building and loan.
Clear the track.
I'm on my
Train
way.
is back.
My tomorrow starts today.
We just can't wait.
Sounds so sweet.
Soon that train be coming round. Yeah, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Jungles in Africa's Congo, Mayan temples in old Mexico. Explore the terrain of El Fuego, discover what's burning below.
Walk on hot coals.
Run with the bulls, Barcelona, Pamplona, oh no.
My feet will know where I'm to go.
When adventure
calls, I will follow. Soon I will travel to distant lands. Bazaar in old Zanzibar.
Caravan on camels through desert sands.
Crocodiles while sailing the Nile.
Join a jungle safari.
surf the waves in Hawaii. See what I haven't seen yet.
Climb to the peaks of Tibet.
Families are reunited, atmosphere is so excited.
Welcome home. What could go right here?
There's a brother who was waiting like a Norman Rockwell painting.
Bedford Falls.
Nothing but blue skies here. Blue skies never last long. Something always seems to go wrong. There's a wrinkle in the plot.
George is dreaming and he's waiting,
hoping and anticipating, all for naught.
Gosh, it's good to be here.
It's good
to be here in Bedford Falls.
Yes, yes.
Oh no.
Hey, look! There's the old professor himself, old Phi Beta Kappa Bailey.
Well, if it isn't George, geographic explorer himself. Billy, you haven't changed a bit.
No one ever changes around here, Harry. You know that.
Boy, am I glad to see you. Now, come on. Mom's got a feast cooking fit for a college dean.
Oh, wait a minute. There's someone I wanted to introduce you to. This is Ruth Dakin.
You mean Ruth Dakin Bailey, don't you?
Say hello to the wife.
Huh?
Wait, did you say wife?
This is the surprise I worried you about.
Well, how do you do?
Yes, how do you do? Wait, what am I doing? Welcome aboard. And say, what's a nice girl like yourself doing marrying an adult of a brother like him anyway?
Oh, purely mercenary. My father offered him a job. He wants to help Harry get started in research. Not much money, but good future, you know. My father just fell in love with him.
And so did you.
Well, let's not keep on waiting.
A job?
About that job, I didn't accept it. I know you've been holding the line here. Don't worry. I won't let you down.
Wanted to go to wonderful, magical places. Wanted my life to be buses and trains, steamships and planes, battered old trunks and suitcases.
Whistle blows
On the nose.
when you hear the whistles tune. Time to board, it's 2:30.
Hurry now on through the gate. Kiss goodbye, this train will wait.
So hurry.
Hurry! Time to leave the town.
All those dreams, all those plans, yet again slipped through his hands. George began to feel that old familiar ache, but this time, the disappointment he just couldn't shake.
I brought you a piece of cake.
Thanks, Mom. Oh boy, Harry's homecoming cake.
Come out here to wish on the moon?
No, I've given up on that. I'm gonna take a walk.
I have some news that will brighten your day.
I heard the news must be on my way.
Just listen a minute to what I have to say. Harry's
got a new job now that he's wed. Why don't I just stay here instead?
George, I want to talk with you alone. I just got off the phone.
Here lies a chump to be chiseled in stone when I'm buried beneath the building and loan.
Oh, George.
When life seems to close all the doors,
No trains to catch, no distant shores. This town's not where you want to be. You've longed to leave since you were 3. Harry's plans, out of the blue. Wedding bells, who knew?
Who knew? Mom, if you have something to tell me, then tell me.
Remember when your father had a hard day? With a twinkle in his eye, he would say, when life gives you lemons,
Squeeze them.
behind every cloud,
There's rain.
when the sun's beating down,
Don't sweat it. You can always find joy in the shade.
Father had a knack for finding
The silver in every lining. With a twinkle he would say,
repeat this now with
repeat
me.
this now with me.
Time
Time
to
to draw plan A and try plan B. Mom, can you cut to the chase?
Would you be patient, young man? Several boys asked for my hand. One was handsome, blue-eyed and tan. Another polished and rich. In spite of their charms, I was never bewitched. For your father's sweet smile knocked me over with a feather. Though we barely had 2 dimes to rub together. He would laughing say to me, I was tricked into plan B. When I said I do on our wedding day. Your dad.
I remember when Dad had a hard day. With a twinkle in his eye, he would say, when life gives you lemons,
Lemonade.
behind every cloud,
Blue skies.
when the sun's beating down,
Don't sweat it. You can always find joy in the shade.
Father had a knack for finding
The
silver in every lining.
With a twinkle he would say,
Repeat this now with
repeat
me.
this now with me.
Time to drop plan A and try plan B.
George, guess who's back in town? Instead of going downtown, take the long way around. Mary got home from college today. Maybe pass by her house on the way.
No.
Can you give me one good reason why you shouldn't call on Mary?
Mary is engaged to Sam Wainwright. He's rich. Sam is her plan A, and he's crazy about Mary.
Well, she's not crazy about him.
Did she discuss that with you?
Well, I've got eyes, haven't I? She lights up like a firefly whenever you're around. Your father's always been my plan A. He lit up the stars and hung the moon. But life's not fair. He was taken too soon. So plan B, his legacy. So much of your father I see in you, in every kind thing you say and do. You've got your father's brains, clever and smart, but best of all, his loving heart.
In spite of himself, tired and beat, George ended up on Mary Street.
Hello, George.
I was out on a walk, just passing by, ended up on your street. Heaven knows why.
Have you made up your mind or still in doubt?
Made up my mind.
Your mother called 5 minutes ago. She said you may be stopping by.
How'd she know where I was gonna go? I had no idea where I was going myself.
Are you coming in or not?
That's my mom. She likes to plot.
Since you're here, please do come in. Tell me how you've been.
Same old same old, nothing new. Same old, not like you. I'm still in this town, still spinning my wheels. Got no rudder on this boat, the daily grind just to keep afloat. I'm miles from the dreams I used to dream. Same old, that's how I've been. So, where'd you get that dress?
I'll give you just one guess. Do you like it?
Looks a bit tight.
You don't like it?
No, yes, I mean, guess it looks alright. Lucky you, New York City. Yes, ma'am, living the life. You and Sam.
Living the life? Oh, New York City is...
Here we turn in about 9:45, the way it's always been. Yes, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps at night.
It's too smelly and too loud. I get lost in the crowd. Missed the sweet things that I've known. Miss the sweet smells of home.
Still smells of pine cones.
Sorry?
I mean your home.
Oh. Still making wishes, still throwing stones, and dance by the light of the moon.
What a ridiculous tune. Buffalo Gals? I mean, golly gee.
Golly gee. Harry is back with his bride.
Yep, round his neck. The knot's been tied.
Marriage, is that what you think?
Well, I can't say I'm tickled pink. Well, it's swell for Harry and Ruth, and it's swell for you and Sam. But to give up on my dreams, just to push a pram, that will never be who I am. Why would I put my dreams on hold, stuck in Bedford Falls until I'm old?
Well.
So, look at that. That's quite a sight.
What do you remember about the moon that night?
You want to know what I see when I look at this drawing? A chump. Make too many wishes, you'll get burned.
Mary, who's that down there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
George Bailey? What's he doing here?
She wants to know what you're doing here.
Me? Not a thing!
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
Oh.
Well, you just send him right back home. Sam Wainwright promised to call you tonight from New York.
Would you excuse me a moment?
Same old living in the past. Same old going nowhere fast. Still in this town, still spinning my wheels. Daily grind, that's all it's been. The old brass ring's only made of tin when all streets lead to the same dead end. That's my life, how it's always been.
Do you like the picture?
Look at that guy, what a chump!
A chump?
Don't mean to be cruel, but boy, what a fool! Look at his face, what a loon! Wasting his time, reaching for the moon! What? Why do you have that look on your face?
Why don't you just go home?
Yeah, you know, that's a swell idea. That's just where I was going in the first place. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, yes. Well, just one moment, please. Mary, the telephone. It's Sam.
Get it.
Look, Mary, he's waiting.
Hello?
I forgot my hat.
Yeehaw! Well, hello, Sam. How are you?
Oh, great. Gee, it's good to hear your voice again.
Oh, why, that's awfully sweet of you. Thank you, Sam. You know, there's an old friend of yours here, George Bailey.
George Bailey? Put that rascal on. I want to talk to him.
Wait a minute. George, he wants to talk to you.
Me? Hello, Sam?
Oh, well, George Bailey. A fine pal you are. Hey, say, what are you trying to do? Steal my girl?
What do you mean? Nobody's trying to steal your girl here, Sam. Here's Mary.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I want to talk to both of you. Tell Mary to get on the extension.
He says he wants you to get on the extension.
Mother's on the extension.
No, I'm not.
We're listening, Sam.
All right, I have a big deal that's going to make us all rich. George, you remember that night in Martini's bar when you told me you read someplace about making plastics out of soybeans?
Soybeans? Yeah. Plastic.
Well, Dad, he snapped up the idea. He's going to build a factory right outside of Rochester. How do you like that?
Rochester? Why Rochester?
Well, why not? Now, listen, I may have a job for you. That is, unless you're still married to that broken down building alone. I mean, this is going to be the biggest thing since radio, George. And I'm letting you in on the ground floor. Oh, Mary. Mary?
I'm here.
Would you tell that guy I'm giving him the chance of a lifetime, you hear? The chance of a lifetime.
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
No, you listen to me, all right? I don't want any plastics or soybeans, and I don't want to live in Rochester, and I don't want to get married ever to anyone. All right? Do you understand that? I want to do what I want to do, and you're. Oh, Mary.
George.
George? George? George, are you there? Mary, hello? Anyone? Hello? Mrs. Hatch? Hello?
Ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ding dong, ding dong, ding. Wedding bells do ring.
Hear the wedding bells.
Hear them ring.
Ring the wedding tune.
Wedding tune.
They'll tie the knot.
Tie the knot.
They just lasso the moon.
Lasso the moon.
Sing with joy from heaven above.
Mary and George profess their love.
Creating new dreams. A new life for two.
Life for two.
Blessed be the ties that bind them, man and wife blessed from heaven above. Though there'll be hardships along the way, together they'll weather the storm each day. Blessed be the ties that bind them. They have been blessed, for they have our love.
Ring those bells. Ring those bells. George and Mary. October 29,
1929.
What a wonderful day for two. A bit of heaven shining through. George and Mary.
They said I do. George and Mary.
They said I do.
They said I do.
Ba ba doo bee da 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 doo bee bow bow wow wow wow. Ha ha. They said I do.
George, there's been a run on the bank.
Welcome back, everyone. on. Let's see, where were we? Ah! Yes! George finally set to leave. A honeymoon overseas. They barely said I do when out of the blue, when everything was going just fine. Then came the crash of 1929.
Get out of my way.
I was next.
I was here
You
first.
were not.
Give us our money back.
I just want what is mine, what is mine. Every last dime.
I have been waiting an hour.
Everyone, out of my
Get
way.
out of my way. I was next.
I was here first.
Give me my money back.
I just want what is mine.
We're out of time.
Every last dime.
Every last dime.
Every last dime.
Every last dime.
What's going on here, folks?
There's a run on
Don't
the bank.
cheat us.
Everyone, please calm
Give us
down.
our money back.
We're out of time.
There's a run on the bank. Give us our money back.
What are we supposed to do?
I want to sell my shares and get my money back now. I don't want my shares.
Please.
How much can we get for our shares?
We will be civil with each other, please.
How much can we get for our shares?
The world's turned upside down.
Upside down.
This isn't fair.
Hey, what's the deal?
Get out of my way.
Don't push.
You should be first.
Everyone, please!
It's tumbling, crashing to the ground.
What are we gonna do?
I'm sure it's not.
This is a real pickle, George, a real pickle. The bank just called. They're calling in our loan. We had to pay it today. I gave them every cent we had, George.
Holy mackerel.
The world has gone mad.
Give us our money back.
I just want what is mine.
We're out of time.
What are we gonna do, George?
My husband hasn't worked at all this year.
Neither have I.
We've got to have the money we invested here.
Now, please, everyone, things aren't as bad as they seem.
Oh, they use that script and say.
Don't let it slip away.
I know things are bad,
Not so hard
but if
for
we all
you.
just calm down and let cooler heads prevail.
Hurt my fingers to the bone.
My life savings are at the building and loan.
Right, and they're safe.
Give us our money back.
We've known each other all our lives. Can't we trust each other?
Friendship is one thing, but we've got to pay the rent.
I have been waiting an hour.
So hard for you to get for our shares?
I'm not surprised that you're here on the job. Sounds like you've got an angry mob. Rumors about town that you'll be shutting down.
Need me to call the police?
Call the police? What for?
Mobs can get pretty ugly sometimes, you know.
I think we have everything under control.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I just want to let everyone here know that I am going out of my way to help in this crisis. I have guaranteed the bank sufficient funds to meet their needs. They'll close down for a week and then reopen.
You've taken over the bank?
I may lose a fortune, but I'm willing to guarantee your people too. Just bring your shares down to the bank and I'll pay 50 cents to the dollar.
Thank you, but we'll take care of our customers right here. Good day, Mr. Potter.
Just make sure that your doors stay open until 6 p.m. or you'll never reopen again.
Does anybody have a clue what's going on? My money!
My money now.
You might not understand this.
Now let's not panic. You heard Potter. The banks will open in a week.
But I've got my money here, George. And I need it now.
Mildred, you're thinking of this place all wrong. Is it the money we're in the back in a safe? The money's not here. Your money's in Joe's house, right next to yours, and in the Kennedy's house, and in hundreds of others.
I've got $200 in here, and $200 is not going to break anyone.
All right, sign this. You get your money in 60 days.
60 days?
That's what you agreed to when you bought your shares.
Come on, everybody. I'm going over to Potter's.
Yeah, forget this.
I mean, is there a voice?
Wait a minute, Brett. I beg you not to do this thing. All right, if Potter gets his hands on this place, there'll never be another decent house built in this town. He's already got the bank, the buses, the department stores, and now he's after us. And why? It's very simple. It's because we're cutting in on his business. That's why. And because he wants to keep you living in his slums, paying the kind of rent he decides. Joe, you lived in one of those Potter houses, right? Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten what he charged you for that broken down shack?
No, I haven't, George.
Right. Ed, you remember just last year when things weren't going so well and you couldn't make your payments, you didn't lose your house, did you? Do you think Potter would have let you keep it? Can't you understand what's happening here? Don't you see what's happening? Potter isn't selling, Potter is buying. And why? It's because we're panicky and he's not. You know, he's picking up some bargains. Now, we can get through this thing all right. We've got to stick together, though. We've got to have faith in each other.
I'm going to Potter's. But where to get half the nothing? Who's with me?
Yeah, where to get half the nothing?
Ridiculous. Money. How much do you need?
But Mary, that's the money you saved to go on your honeymoon.
That's right. We have $2,000. That'll tie us over until the bank reopens. Brett, how much do you need?
I need $200.
Just enough until the bank reopens.
I'll take $200.
There you are.
That will close my account.
Your account's still here. That's a loan. Ed.
I got $300 here, George.
No, Ed. What'll it take until the bank reopens? Huh? What do you need?
Well, I guess $20.
$20. Well, now you're talking, right? Fine, Ed. That's just fine. Thank you. Mrs. Thompson?
But it's your own money, George.
Never mind about that. How much do you want?
Well, I can get by on $20, all right?
$20.
I can sign a paper.
No, you don't need to sign anything. I know you'll pay it when you can. That's okay. Mrs. Davis.
Could I have $17.50, please?
$17.50. Well, I could kiss you. Of course you can have it. Do you have any? Do you have 50 cents?
Oh, let me check.
Perfect.
Here.
Bless you, Mrs. Davis.
George and Mary kept the bank afloat on their wedding day. Together, they kept bankruptcy and Mr. Potter at bay. They bought the Granville house, turned it into a home. Businesses bustling at the building and loan. Town folks got loans to own homes of their own. And Potter shacks, emptied as seeds of hope are sown. Still, more bumps for George to go through. His buddies quickly enlisted for World War II. George wanted to go overseas and fight in the war, but because of his ear, he was given an F4. However, Brother Harry became a hero because of his brains. Flew for the Navy, shot down 15 enemy planes. Today, while planning for Harry's homecoming parade, there was another surprise for George, I'm afraid. Aunt Billy ran into Mr. Potter in a twist of fate. And just when things were going so great.
December 24th, $8,000 to deposit. Well, good morning, Mr. Potter. What's the news? Harry Bailey wins congressional medal. Could that be one of the Bailey boys? You just can't keep those Bailey boys down now, can you, Mr. Potter?
And how does Slacker George feel about that?
Very jealous. Of course, if Slacker George, had been allowed to go, he would have won 2 of those medals.
Yes, his supposedly bad ear.
Someone had to take care of Bedford Falls.
Bailey's.
Bah.
Well, what do you know about that?
Hello, Billy.
How are you today, Ellen?
Oh, great, Billy. Wow, $8,000. Oh, it's normally customary to bring the money when you make a deposit.
Money? Money? Well, I know
Did you check in there?
I know I had it here somewhere.
At that same moment, George had a surprise of his own. The bank examiner showed up on Christmas Eve at the Bailey Building and Loan.
Well, we'll try to get you home for Christmas. We're all just a little excited around here. My brother Harry just won the Congressional Medal of Honor. The president just decorated him.
Well, I suppose they do those kinds of things. I trust you had a good year.
Well, between you and me, Miss Fortuna, we're broke. Why don't you just make yourself at home and I will get those books for you. Right? Oh, hey, Billy, the bank examiner's here.
The bank examiner?
Yes, she'd like to speak for today's deposit. Billy, what is it?
I can't find the $8,000.
What?
Is that your bad ear, George?
No.
Oh, then you did hear me.
Mr. Bailey, is there a problem?
Will you excuse us one moment? All of it?
Yes.
Now, did you buy anything?
No, not even a stick of gum.
Are you sure you had the money on you?
Yes, I'm sure. I think.
You think? Billy, we've got to find that money.
Oh, I'm no good to you, George.
Okay. Oh, is it possible? It's in I don't know some secret hiding place, somewhere to hide the money.
No, nothing like that.
Right? Think.
I have been thinking, George. I can't think anymore. It hurts.
Oh, where's the money? Do you realize what this means? It means bankruptcy. It means scandal, prison.
Oh, no.
Yes, one of us is going to prison, and it's not going to be me.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Daddy.
Bless you.
Bless you.
George, where's your coat? It's snowing out.
Oh, I left it at the office.
Alright, well, did you bring the wreath?
Did you bring the Merry Christmas wreath?
Wreath? What wreath? Oh, I left it at the office.
What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. Everything's all right.
Well, isn't it wonderful about Harry? No, we're famous, George. I bet I had 50 calls about the parade. Your mother's so excited. She was going and telling everyone all about
Must
her.
they keep singing that song?
We're practicing for the party tonight, Daddy.
Mommy says we can stay up till midnight and sing Christmas carols.
You can stay up too, Daddy. Daddy, the Browns next door have a new car. You should see it.
What's the matter with our car? Isn't it good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy.
Better hurry and shave, George. The families will be here soon.
Shave. The family? No, I don't want any families here tonight. Where's Zuzu?
Oh, she's upstairs in bed. She's got a little cold. Caught it coming home from school. Her teacher gave her a flower as a prize, and she didn't want to crush it, so she walked home with her coat open and caught a little chill. The doctor says it's nothing serious.
The doctor? The doctor was here?
Yes, I called him right away. He says it's nothing to worry about.
Daddy, How do you spell mirth? I'm writing a story for the Christmas party tonight.
How should I know? Do I look like a dictionary? Ask your mother.
Oh, it's M-Y-R-R-H. All right, everybody to the kitchen. I can use some help with the cookies.
Hey there, Buttercup. Let me feel your forehead.
Teacher gave me a flower.
Yes, I know all about the flower. You have a fever, sweetheart. You need to sleep.
I can't sleep. Sing to me about the star on our Christmas tree. What makes it sparkle? What makes it glow?
Angels shine through it, this much I know.
Angels shine through it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, now lay down, sweetheart.
But I don't want to sleep. I want to look at my flower.
It will be here in the morning.
Let me hold it. Be careful! The petals! Fix it, Daddy.
It's alright. We'll just, we'll paste them together like this. There. Good as new. Now you try to get some sleep.
Close your eyes, rest your head. Dream about a flower bed. Each little petal will blossom and bloom. How many flowers can fill up this room? Let's count them to see. 1, 2,
Why don't you tell me what's wrong?
What's wrong? It's this old house. You know, I'm surprised we don't all have pneumonia. Why do we have to live here in the first place and stay in this measly, crummy little town?
Telephone! I'll get it. Yes? Oh, hello, Mrs. Welch. Oh, no, I'm sure she'll be all right. The doctor says she'll be up and out of bed in time for her Christmas dinner.
Is that Zuzu's teacher?
Yes.
Let me talk to her. Hello. Hello, Mrs. Welch? Yes, this is George Bailey. Yes, say, what kind of teacher do you think you are, huh? Sending our daughter home half naked like that. I mean, you realize you'll probably end up with pneumonia because of you, right?
George!
No, is this the sort of thing we pay taxes for? To have silly, stupid, careless people sending our kids home without any clothes on? I realize my kids may not be the best dressed kids. They may not have the best clothes, but that doesn't give you the right to... Oh, that's stupid.
Hello, Mrs. Welch? I wish I'd to apologize. She's hung up.
I'll hang her up.
Telephone!
Hello. Who is this? Oh, Mr. Welch. Well, I'm glad you called, Mr. Welch. Gives me a chance to tell you what I really feel about your wife.
George!
Oh, what? Oh, you will, huh? Okay, well, Mr. Welch, anytime you feel you're man enough to... Hello? He hung up.
Daddy, how do you spell hallelujah?
How should I know? Haven't you learned that silly tune yet? I mean, you play it over and over and over again. Now stop it, okay? Stop it!
George! Why must you torture the children? Why can't you just...
George needed the money, and he needed it fast. Who had $8,000? Well, who else could he ask?
I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter. I need your help. Through some sort of accident, my company's short in our accounts. The bank examiner's up there today. I've got to raise $8,000.
Oh, so that's why the reporters wanted to see you.
Reporters?
Yes, and there's a man from the DA's office looking for you too.
Please help. Please help me, Mr. Potter. Help me. Can't you see what it means to my family? I'll pay any sort of bonus on the loan, any interest. If you're still interested in the building a loan, why can
George, is it possible that there's some slight discrepancy in the books?
No, sir. The There's nothing wrong with the books. I've simply misplaced $8,000.
You misplaced $8,000?
Yes, sir.
Well, did you notify the police?
No, sir. I didn't want the publicity. Harry's homecoming's tomorrow.
Oh, yes. They're going to believe that one.
When it comes to doing business, George Bailey, you're naive. Your liberal bleeding heart dripping down your sleeve. Now, I don't mean any disrespect, but where's your dignity? I wouldn't give you 1 red cent if you begged me on your knees. It's a business, not a charity. Why should I lend to you? How'd you lose $8,000? No, let me guess. You don't have a clue. I don't give handouts to those in need or to those who plead and moan. Pity to see you going down with the Bailey Building and Loan.
Mr. Potter, I have a $15,000 life insurance policy.
$15,000?
Yes, sir.
And how much equity is in it?
$500.
And you want to use this as collateral? Embezzle $8,000. You've gone off the rails. Now a common criminal. Criminals go to jail. The policy's $15,000. Isn't that just what you said? When you add the numbers up.
You're worth more if you're dead. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Since the bank examiner is still here, as a stockholder in the building and loan, I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Misappropriation of funds, malfeasance, manipulation.
No!
Oh, yes, go ahead, George, go ahead. You can't hide in this little town. Give me the DA's office.
Ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day.
Please, I don't know how to pray. But if you're there, help me, help me. Is there anybody up there? Send me a sign.
Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Welcome, Mr. George Bailey. What can I get for you?
Giuseppe, I'll take a shot. Actually, you know what? Better make it 2. Make it double.
Sure. What's the matter with George Bailey tonight?
Excuse me, did you say George Bailey?
That's right, Mr. George Bailey, whose brother won the Congressional Medal of Honor.
And the next time you talk to my wife like that, you'll get worse. She cried for an hour.
Mr. Welch, please.
No, it doesn't matter that she has to teach his stupid kids how to read and write all day, and he has to bawl her out like that. I can't believe ya.
That's enough, Mr. Welch. Get out. You hate my best friend.
Nah, to hell with it.
He is gone. He don't come in my place no more.
That's the sign. That's what I get for praying.
You want someone to drive you home?
No, I'll be alright. Insurance papers.
Please, don't go out this way. Sit down, please.
I know where I'm going.
Please, don't go out this way, please.
The next scene is not for the faint-hearted. George is on the bridge where we first started. What's a guardian angel supposed to do? I didn't know. I didn't have a clue. How was I going to save this man? In a flash, I came up with a plan. Went down to the earth below, to that bridge where it started to snow. Knowing George,
I knew he would act bravely. If I jumped into the river, he'd try to save me. That's how we finally met. He saved my life. Both of us soaking wet. I was chilled to the bone. But how else could I let him know that he wasn't alone?
Our clothes will be dry before you know it.
How'd you fall into the river?
Oh, I didn't fall in. I jumped in to save you.
You jumped? Wait, to save me?
Of course I did. You didn't go through with it, did you?
Didn't go through with what?
Here, your lip's bleeding.
Oh yeah, got a sock in the face in answer to a prayer tonight.
No, I'm the answer. That's why I was sent down from heaven.
Wait, what did you say?
George, I'm the answer to your prayer.
Wait, how do you know my name?
Well, I was sent to help you.
Sent to help me.
Yes. My manners. How do you do? Your guardian angel, Clarence Oddbody, AS2.
My guardian angel? Wait, what'd you say? AS2? What is this AS2?
I'm an angel, second class. I was sent from above the top brass. I've been watching you since you were a kid, watching every little thing you did.
Oh, hey, whatever happened to your wings?
I'm glad you asked. I have to earn them. Down here, that's my task.
Oh, earn your wings. Which is why
An
you're
angel
an
second
angel
class.
Second class, yes, of course.
I'm hoping you'll help me earn them by letting me help you change your thoughts.
Change my what?
Your thoughts, your perspective, your attitude.
I don't follow.
In spite of what it might seem, a nightmare is only a dream. Right in front of your eyes, a miracle disguised, because or in spite of the strife.
Because or in spite of the strife? What?
It has always been and always will be a wonderful life.
Yes.
Oh, I promise you, I promise. It has always been and always will be a wonderful life.
Yep, a wonderful life. Right.
Yes, George,
Yeah,
a
you look like the kind of
wonderful
angel I get. I mean, what happened, huh? Did you lose a bet?
A miracle is just what we need.
Well, on that, we're both agreed.
A grand miracle deluxe.
I need $8,000. Hey, do you have $8,000?
Well, angels don't use money.
Well, let me tell you, money helps down here, Sonny. Found out before you suddenly arrived. I'm worth more dead than alive.
No, your view is askew.
Askewed?
I'll never get my wings with that attitude.
I'm a failure. That's how my story ends.
No one is a failure if he has friends.
Do you never get tired of talking?
Well, I was singing.
Yeah.
George, you've fallen into a hole. Shift your thoughts. I promise. You'll see a miracle.
No, hallelujah.
In spite of what it might seem, a nightmare is only a dream. Right in front of your eyes, a miracle disguised, because or in spite of the strife. It has always been and always will be a wonderful life. Come on, George! It has always been and always will be a wonderful life.
George can't hear you.
Who are you talking to? Just by luck, I run into you.
It's not luck, George.
Say that again. If I was really lucky, I'd have never been born at all.
Oh, you mustn't say things like that. Hold on, what did you just say?
I wish I'd never been born.
Well, what do you think? Can't hurt to try. All right, George. You've got your wish. You've never been born.
What did you just say?
You've never been born. You haven't a care in the world. No obligation, no strife, no $8,000 in debt, no Potter chasing you down with the sheriff.
Wait, say something again in this ear.
You can hear out of it. Your lips stopped bleeding too, George.
Say, you're right. I need a drink. Why don't we stroll to the bar? Oh, sorry, I'll stroll, you'll fly.
I can't fly. I haven't any wings.
That's right, you don't have your wings. I think you might have hit your head when you jumped.
Humans make it so difficult.
I'm going to martinis.
Order up, let's go, let's go.
Oh, did you hear that? Some lucky angel just got their wings.
How's that?
Every time that a bell rings, an angel gets their wings.
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't mention the angel thing.
All right, you two, what'll it be?
Where's Mr. Martini?
You want a martini?
No, Mr. Martini, the owner.
Look, I'm the owner here. Would you like a drink or not?
Give me a shot of whiskey to keep out the chill. Give me a shot of something to give me a thrill. Christmas Eve is a time to grieve when you live in Pottersville.
Hey there, mister. You want to get lucky?
Violet, what's the matter with you? It's me, George. Don't you recognize me?
George, Tom, Harry, all the same to me. Do you want to get lucky or not?
Got to find me a new guy. Don't care if he's reeking of booze. Don't care if he shoots up and gets high. As long as he lights my fuse. Anyone will do, I don't care who's who, 'cause I live in Pottersville.
So, mister, do you want to get lucky or not?
No, this can't be happening.
Then why don't you go away, you loser?
Nobody knows who you are.
What are you talking about? I've known all these people all my life.
Check your pockets, George. You don't exist. You have no driver's license, no identity, and no, Susie's pedals aren't in there. You've been given a wonderful gift, George. A chance to see what the world would be like without you.
Bert, hey, what are you doing here? Bert, shouldn't you be home with your wife?
You seen my wife?
Seen your wife? I've been to your house 100 times.
Look, bud, what's the idea? I live in a shack in Pottersfield. My wife ran away 3 years ago and took the kids. And I ain't never seen you before in my life.
Don't care if he has a wife. Don't want to know his past. Anyone will do, I don't care who's who. 'Cause I live in
I get a drink around here. I need to wet my whistle.
Mr. Gower? Mr. Gower, it's me, George.
Get him out of here.
Yes, ma'am.
You know that bum?
Of course I know him. That's Mr. Gower.
That's another reason not to like you. That rumhead spent 20 years in jail for poisoning a kid. You know him? You must be a jailbird. Show these gentlemen to the door.
Hello? Hello? Is there anybody in there? Hello?
Well?
Mother.
Mother? What do you want?
Mother, it's George. I thought for sure you'd recognize me.
George, who? If you're here for a room, there's no vacancy.
Please, something terrible's happened. Like, please, just let me stay so I can get over it.
Get over what? I don't take in strangers, unless they're sent by somebody I know.
Well, I know everybody you know. Your sister-in-law, Aunt Billy.
You know her?
Sure I do.
When did you last see her?
Today, at the house.
Ah, liar! She's been in the insane asylum ever since she lost her business. And if you ask me, that's where you belong.
It's strange how one man's life affects everyone else.
You've got me under some kind of spell. Well, I'll get out of it. Who was the last person I talked to before all this happened? Martini.
Well, do you know where he lives?
Sure I do. He lives in Bailey Park.
Are you sure this is it?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Where are all the houses?
You weren't there to build them.
No, it can't be.
Your brother Harry, he fell through the ice and drowned at the age of 8.
No. That's a lie. That's a lie! He went to war! He won the Congressional Medal of Honor! He saved the lives of every man on that transport!
Every man on that transport died because Harry wasn't there to save them. Because you weren't there to save Harry.
Clarence? Where's Mary?
Oh, George, you're not gonna like this.
Tell me.
She never married. She works at the library.
Excuse me, Miss.
Miss Hatch.
Miss Hatch. Look, I'm sorry. It's just. Do you know the moon, Mary? Shines through your eyes.
How'd you know my name?
Tell me, where is the star
Who are you?
that fell from the sky?
I don't know you!
Tell me, where is the star?
Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
Mary!
Help!
Come here, you!
Sorry, Bert.
Clarence, can you hear me? If you're truly an angel, if you're real, give me my life back. Give me my home. Please let me live again. Is there anybody up there? Is there anyone listening? I'm down on my knees. Don't leave me here, I'm begging you. In spite of all the pain, all the strife I have known, give me back my life, my life. Let me go home. Let me go home. My life has always been a miracle disguised. When I looked into Mary's eyes, I finally realized any storm I'd embrace to see her face turn the tide to be back by her side. I'd wrestle the dawn if my life could go on with my Mary by my side. Raise our kids, hold them as they grow, teach them well so they might know I love them so. My life has always been a miracle disguised. It's too soon to say goodbye. With all the pain, with all of the strife, I beg you, Clarence, give back my life.
Clarence! Clarence! Please! I want to live again! I want to live again!
What are you going on about?
Get out of here! Or I'll hit you again, alright? Get out of here, Bert!
What in the Sam Hill are you yelling for, George?
No, don't try George? Bert, do you know me?
Know you? Are you kidding? I've been running around town trying to find you. I heard you were in trouble and... Hey, your mouth's bleeding. Are you sure you're all right?
Wait, what did you say about... Ah! My mouth's bleeding, Bert! My mouth's bleeding! Zuzu's pedals. Zuzu's pedals. They're here, Bert! What do you know about that, huh? Well, Merry Christmas. Merry... I've got to get to Mary. I've got to get home. Merry Christmas, Bert.
I could drive you, George! George!
Woo-hoo! I'm home, Bedford Falls! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, you movie house! Merry Christmas, Emporium! Here it is! Merry Christmas, old building alone, you! Oh, my dilapidated old house! Oh, I love you too! Merry Christmas!
Mary! Kids! Mary!
Mr. Bailey, embezzlement.
Yes, I am. You're going to have to arrest me. Have you seen my kids?
Daddy! Merry Christmas, Daddy!
Merry Christmas!
Kids! Look, I've got lots and lots of kids. I love you guys. Where's Mommy?
George, darling!
Mary!
Oh, George, darling, where have you been?
Mary, you have no idea what's happened to me.
Oh, you have no idea what's happened. Oh, no, come on, George, you stand over here by the tree. Don't move, they're coming now. Oh, George, it's a miracle!
Isn't it wonderful, George? Mary did it. She told a few people you were in trouble, and they scattered all about town collecting money. They didn't ask any questions, just said, if George is in trouble, count on me. You never saw anything like it.
Matter, George. Another run on the bank.
You have a roof over our heads.
If it wasn't for you, George, Merry Christmas.
George, I cleaned out all of my charge accounts just for you!
Everybody, just a minute. This just came from London. Mr. Gower cables, you need cash. Stop. My office instructed to advance you $25,000. What? Merry Christmas and hee-haw!
Again.
George?
Mary?
Looks like we made it just in time. I want to make a toast to my big brother George, the richest man in town.
The richest man in town.
Oh, it's such a
lovely evening. George.
Daddy?
What's that, Zuzu?
Teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets their wings.
Well, that's right. That's right. Attaboy, Clarence. Attaboy. No man is a failure if he has friends.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding.
Bird's got his wings.
Miracles abound.
Yes, I'm telling you true.
Found all around.
Just a pull from the blue.
Just a change in thought, that's all one needs.
Everybody rising
To set the stage for
miraculous deeds.
So rise and sing.
Rise and sing.
In spite of what it might seem.
Unlike Mary's only a dream.
wonderful life. It has always been and always will be a wonderful life.